Let me tell you a little story about this lantern. There was a family we were acquainted with and they were moving. They had a lot of stuff and they were getting rid of a lot of it. We were passing by and they said, hey, we're getting rid of a lot of stuff. Feel free to look through and take what you want. So we go looking through and there's a few things. Then there's this lantern. Now it was dirty, covered in soot. Looks like it hadn't been used in a while, and I thought, that thing is coming home with me. I had never used one before, as people my age probably aren't very familiar with these old lanterns. So it was at home hanging up for a while, so I decided I'd give it some love, clean it up a little bit. It came out looking real nice. It already had a wick in there, so all I really needed to do was add the fuel. From the fuel cap, after you put the fuel in, you do have to wait about an hour for the wick to wick up that fuel. This is a Dietz, very popular as far as the name goes. Don't know exactly when it was made, but my guess is a few decades old, judging by some of the other stuff they had laying around. You know, there's something special about getting old, forgotten about tools or items like this and restoring them, cleaning them up, and using them again. So again, let's go over how to use it. So you get your carrying handle here. You have the pull tab up on the top, which pulls this part up. You can rotate the glass out to clean it. You obviously have your fuel tab on the bottom. That's where you put fuel in. And you have a lever on the side that you can push up. And that is how you can get to your wick and light it. So from looking it up, it looks like it's about an 8-ounce fuel tank. And it takes kerosene. Well, kerosene is usually the main fuel. Fill it up too much, it could leak, so you don't want to put too much in. It's been well over an hour, so the wick should be saturated. So all you have to do is lift this up and light the wick. And we just put it down. You can adjust the flame. You get it real bright. So this is the lantern. Because that's the flame pretty low. Actually lights up pretty good. I don't know how well it comes off on camera. It's lighting up pretty good. And you can turn it up too. I mean, that's pretty big. I don't know if you should have the flame that big, but definitely gives off a good amount of light. And you know what, there's actually quite a bit of heat coming out of here too. The larger the flame, the more heat, the more light. This is pretty decent. You get, you know, maybe 8 hours at this. Why even bother with these things now when you can just turn on the light or use a flashlight? Well, what happens when there's no light to turn on? Whether it's a power outage or a grid down scenario, might not be a bad idea to pick one of these up. All you need is a wick and the right kind of oil. If you couldn't buy the stuff, you can always improvise a wick. It wasn't uncommon for people to use lard. With the way the world is going, it's a good idea to have some options. And this is going to be more sustainable than a flashlight with batteries. Just today, as I'm filming, a 4.8 magnitude earthquake hit the East Coast. You never know what's gonna happen. You wanna be prepared. Also, these are kind of just cool to have. If you have the experience with these and have any tips, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And thanks for stopping by to watch this video. I've gone and posted a link down in the description to an Amazon listing of the Dietz lanterns if you're looking to check some out. Anyways, take care of yourselves.